Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a BTS fan, you absolutely need to watch this video till the end because we're going to talk about something rarely discussed but super interesting about Jimin. And trust me, you're going to be shocked by this fact. Oh, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest updates about BTS and the K-pop world. And if you have any opinions or additional information, drop them in the comment section. Okay guys, let's jump straight into the main topic. You definitely know Jimin from BTS, right? This idol is truly an all-rounder. Vocals? Check. Dance? Double check. Visuals? Don't even get me started. But guys, did you know that behind all of Jimin's success as an idol, there's one fact that will blow our minds? Jimin is actually one of the richest shareholders in South Korea in the under 30 age category. Not only that, the value of his shares in HYBE is, guys, get ready, 21.4 billion won. Yes, you heard that right, 21.4 billion Korean won. If we convert that to US dollars, that's over $15 million. Insane, right? So in today's video, we're going to break down how Jimin got these shares, what it means for him, and why this is super important to discuss. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, before we talk more about Jimin's shares, you need to understand the context first. So guys, HYBE is a massive entertainment company that manages BTS. It used to be called Big Hit Entertainment, but they rebranded to HYBE. And HYBE isn't just any company, they went public or had their IPO on the Korean Stock Exchange in October 2020. Now what's interesting is that during that IPO, all BTS members were given a special opportunity to become company shareholders. This was actually HYBE's way of appreciating BTS's incredible contribution to growing the company. Just imagine guys, before BTS, who knew Big Hit? But now, HYBE is one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. And this isn't just about giving out shares randomly. This is an incredibly smart business strategy. By giving shares to the members, HYBE ensures that BTS has a direct stake in the company's success. So it's a perfect win-win solution. What you also need to know is that not everyone knows the value of each member's shares. This information is rarely publicized and usually only appears in special financial reports or shareholder analyses. That's why this video is so important, because we're going to reveal facts that have been hidden all this time. Now guys, we're getting to the most anticipated part. How much are Jimin's shares in HYBE actually worth? Drumroll please. 21.4 billion won. Yes guys, this number is official and not a hoax. If we break it down, 21.4 billion won, when converted to US dollars at the average exchange rate of around 1,300 to 1,400 won per dollar, we're talking about over $15 million. Guys, that's a massive amount of money. Just imagine, you could buy luxury apartments in Gangnam, sports cars, or even invest in other businesses with that kind of money. But what's even more amazing is that Jimin isn't alone in this achievement. Together with V and Jungkook, aka the BTS magnate line, he's on the list of 100 richest shareholders in South Korea under 30 years old. These three members literally became young rich investors in their own country. Can you imagine? Still in their late 20s, already owning stock assets worth tens of billions of won. This isn't just about being lucky or getting a gift, you know. This is the result of years of hard work, incredible dedication, and their real contribution to HYBE's success. And guys, this is just from HYBE shares alone. This doesn't include income from music royalties, brand endorsements, concerts, merchandise, and various other income sources. So Jimin's total wealth could be way more than this 21.4 billion won figure. Now you might be asking, okay, Jimin has a lot of shares. So what? What's the big deal? Well guys, let me explain why this is super important. First, owning shares of this magnitude is concrete proof of Jimin's contribution to HYBE's success. Since BTS's debut in 2013, their journey has been full of tireless hard work. Jimin, with his distinctive vocals that give you goosebumps, his out-of-this-world dance abilities, and his stunning visuals, he's become one of the main pillars of BTS's success. Every performance he delivers, every song he sings with all his heart, every sweet interaction with ARMY, all of it contributes to BTS's brand value and ultimately HYBE's value as a company. So these shares worth 21.4 billion weren't just given for free, but are a reflection of the value he's provided. Second, as a shareholder, Jimin doesn't just get financial benefits. He also has a voice in the company's direction. Although major decisions are still in the hands of senior management and majority shareholders, being a shareholder gives him a special position. This reflects a mutually beneficial relationship between artist and company. Third, and this is the most important part, guys, these shares provide long-term financial security for Jimin. The entertainment industry is notoriously unstable. You can be at the top today and down tomorrow. But with solid stock assets like this, Jimin has a strong financial foundation regardless of the ups and downs of his entertainment career. Imagine, guys, every time HYBE announces revenue growth, every time there's a successful comeback from BTS or other HYBE artists, every time there's a new business expansion, all of that potentially increases the value of Jimin's shares. This is passive income that works even when he's resting or focusing on making music. Now guys, this fact about Jimin's shares also gives us a new perspective on the modern K-pop industry. Nowadays, K-pop idols aren't just entertainers working for companies anymore. They're strategic partners who have a stake in mutual success. This kind of business model creates perfect alignment of interest. Artists become more motivated to give their best because their success directly impacts their own investment value. It's a genius business strategy if you think about it. And this is also becoming a trend in the Korean entertainment industry now. More and more companies are giving shares to their top artists as a form of long-term incentive. This is much better than traditional salary contracts, which are short-term in nature. If we look at the bigger picture, since the 2020 IPO, HYBE's stock value has experienced significant growth despite fluctuations. BTS's success in the global market, HYBE's expansion to various new labels like Pledis, Source Music, and others, plus innovations like the Weverse platform and digital content, all of this keeps increasing the company's value. And as a shareholder, Jimin directly experiences the impact of this growth. Every time HYBE stock goes up, his wealth also increases. This is a perfect example of how artists can build long-term wealth in the entertainment industry. Guys, to give you a clearer picture of how big 21.4 billion is, let me give you some comparisons. With that amount of money, Jimin could buy about 10 to 15 luxury apartments in premium areas of Seoul. Or he could buy dozens of luxury cars. Or invest in various other businesses to diversify his portfolio. But what we need to appreciate is that Jimin isn't flaunting this wealth. He remains humble, stays focused on music and art, and remains very close to his fans. This shows the character and values he holds dear, even though financially he's already very secure. And if we compare with other BTS members, all 7 members did receive shares from HYBE. But the special focus on Jimin, V, and Jungkook in the young rich shareholders list shows that these 3 magnates might have larger stock portfolios or more advantageous acquisition timing. What's also interesting is that with their status as top shareholders, Jimin and other BTS members literally became part of the elite business circle in Korea. They're not just known as idols or entertainers, but also as successful young investors. This is huge, guys. Now guys, let's talk about what's next. With BTS having completed their military service and preparing for a comeback in 2026, the future looks very bright for the stock value. HYBE continues to grow with new label acquisitions, more aggressive expansion into the American and global markets, plus innovations in entertainment technology like AI, virtual concerts, and the metaverse. All these developments will positively impact Jimin's investment value. Just imagine, guys, if BTS comes back with a new album and world tour, the hype will be extraordinary. HYBE's revenue will skyrocket, and automatically the stock value will rise too. Jimin as a shareholder will directly feel the benefits from their own comeback success. Brilliant, right? Not to mention Jimin's solo projects, which are also very successful. The commercially hit albums Face and Muse, various brand endorsements like the latest one with later digital content, and all his contributions in every BTS project all generate significant revenue for HYBE. Plus, with HYBE now having new Jeans, 17, TXT, ENHYPEN, LE SSERAFIM, and many more successful artists, this company doesn't depend only on BTS anymore. This means Jimin's investment is more stable and diversified. Now guys, let's talk about something really important that often gets overlooked: how Jimin manages this wealth. Being a young millionaire isn't just about having money, it's about making smart decisions with it. And from what we can see, Jimin has been incredibly strategic about his financial future. Unlike many young celebrities who might splurge on extravagant purchases or risky ventures, Jimin's approach seems remarkably balanced. Sure, he owns nice things and lives comfortably, but he's not out here buying private islands or collection of supercars that depreciate in value. Instead, his major wealth is tied up in appreciating assets like these HYBE shares, which is exactly what financial advisors recommend. What's also fascinating is the timing aspect. These shares were granted during HYBE's IPO in 2020, which was actually a strategic moment in the company's history. Since then, despite market fluctuations and the challenges of the pandemic, HYBE's overall trajectory has been upward. This means Jimin's initial share value has likely grown substantially over these years. Think about it, guys. While Jimin was serving in the military, his investments were still working for him. That's the beauty of being a shareholder in a growing company. You don't need to be actively working every single day for your wealth to increase. The company grows, your investment grows. It's financial planning at its finest. And here's something else to consider. As HYBE continues to expand globally, acquire new companies, and develop new revenue streams like their gaming division, NFTs, and other tech ventures, shareholders like Jimin stand to benefit from all of these initiatives. He's not just invested in BTS's success, but in the entire HYBE ecosystem. Guys, beyond all the numbers and business talk, there are important lessons we can take from Jimin's story. First, the importance of financial literacy and investment. Jimin isn't just successful because of his talent and hard work in entertainment, but also because he's in a financially smart system. For those of you who are still young, especially BTS fans or other K-pop idols fans, this should inspire you to start learning about investment and financial planning. You don't need to have 21 billion won to start investing. Start small, learn about stocks, mutual funds, or other investment instruments. Second, this teaches us about the value of hard work and dedication. Jimin didn't get these shares because he was lucky. He got them because of years of hard work, honing his skills, making real contributions to BTS and HYBE's success. Success doesn't happen overnight, guys. Third, stay humble despite success. Even though Jimin is financially very secure, he's still the same sweet, humble, and hardworking Jimin we know. He stays focused on music, still cares about fans, and remains down to earth. This is real success, guys, when wealth doesn't change who you are as a person. And for fellow ARMYs out there, we should be proud. The idols we support aren't just talented performers, but also smart investors who have a secure financial future. Every time we stream their songs, buy albums, watch their content, we're contributing to their success and ultimately their investment value too. Before we wrap up, guys, let's talk about the bigger picture here. Jimin's success as both an artist and investor represents a shift in how we view celebrity wealth and financial security. Gone are the days when entertainers were solely dependent on their next gig or comeback. Today's smart artists are building diversified portfolios and securing their financial futures. This is especially important in an industry as volatile as entertainment. We've seen countless stories of artists who made millions during their peak years but struggled financially later because they didn't invest wisely. Jimin and BTS are setting a different example. One where artistic success translates into long-term financial stability through smart investments. Moreover, by being transparent about these shareholdings, even though the information comes from official financial reports rather than personal disclosure, it normalizes conversations about wealth, investment, and financial planning among younger generations. ARMYs around the world can look at this and understand that building wealth isn't just for business moguls. It's something that can be achieved through talent, hard work, and smart financial decisions. Okay guys, so what's the conclusion? Jimin from BTS is one of the young rich investors in Korea with HYBE shares worth 21.4 billion won or over $15 million US. This isn't just numbers on paper, but real proof of the success he's achieved through hard work, talent, and HYBE's smart business strategy. This fact gives us a new perspective on the modern K-pop industry and how artists can build sustainable wealth. It also inspires us to be more aware of financial literacy and the importance of investment for the future. And most importantly, this reminds us that BTS and its members aren't just idols we idolize, but successful individuals who have a secure future and continue to create amazing content for all of us. So guys, what do you think about this fact? Surprised? Impressed? Or maybe you already knew about it? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to share this video with fellow ARMYs who might not know about this amazing fact yet. If you like content about BTS and behind-the-scenes facts like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Hit that notification bell too, so you won't miss our next interesting videos. Thank you so much for watching till the end, guys. See you in the next video. Keep supporting BTS and stay being smart and positive ARMYs. Bye-bye.